and start killing bosses. Kraken first, only because I want one more item in that dungeon. Now, there's not much at level 1 black that's valuable, but, I mean, we're going to be thorough and buy a bunch of stuff. In theory, this would help, because it's a permanent debuff to enemy evasion. So, we'll pick that up, and, that's the only one I'm going to buy. But in theory, that's an effect that you can't get off of an item. Nobody cares about sleep. Are you kidding me? Seriously, goblins? You dare interrupt the mighty BC guy? Level 2 has Temper? That's definitely worth it. Although we might have a potion that does the same thing, which would be similar. But again, we have ethers, so we can cast level 2 magic as much as we want. Yeah, Temper's pretty cool. Slow, if it hits, would be nice. It won't hit. And Dark is garbage. But they're very ninja-y spells, so hey. I like to buy the ninja-seeming spells. I should have bought Sleep. Level 1 Sleep sounds like a ninja spell. And then one last town, where we get the most important spell. I have some good parking there. I got lucky I didn't crash the town. Crush the town. Alright, level 2 stuff doesn't really matter because, once again, fire and lightning we get for free. But I'll pick up the ones that are not on the item magic that we'll never cast. So far, not a lot of value other than Temper and one last spell. I didn't murder the Bradford family. The aliens did. Come on, Ankylo bot. Alright, but yeah, this is the one you want. The fast spell makes you go faster. And then, you know, sleep sounds like ninja. Confused sounds like ninja. There you go. That's all I get. I mean, I typically crush the town too. The town got lucky today that it didn't get crushed. Alright. Nothing else to do. There's some stuff we left in the dungeons. Like, we're not going for 100% item find. That's not really the goal here. But, we're pretty much full power. I will go buy some of these random potions so we can test out. I don't think we'll need them until the final boss, but I want to have them in case I need them when we get there. Did you know ogre mages are probably resistant to ice? I didn't, but now I do. Okay, I'm going to buy a bunch of these. We got lots of money, right? And we're going to buy... We probably don't need as many of these. We can get... I think we can get to 999 HP just from leveling. But whatever, let's have spares. Defense, we can't hit any other way. So this is better than having a white mage. And this doesn't actually do anything, but we'll buy some. Because that only increases your hit rate. So we have 100 already. Potions are cheating. I would say autosave is more cheating than potions. So unless you're playing no autosave... might as well have some potions. Maybe the ogre mage was not strong to blizzard, but just blizzard sucks. Actually, a lot of enemies could be strong to ice, and I would never know, because I don't normally use it on random enemies. Looks like I just don't have a lot of magic damage against... It looks like we get more than 50% bonus damage against enemies that are weak to a spell, basically, is what I'm learning. Because we're doing over 200 to enemies that are weak to fire or lightning, but we're only getting like 70 or 80 from non-weakness, which is a much bigger swing than I expected. 100%ing? It's... Getting all the treasure in Bestiary isn't really hard. It just takes a bit longer. I wouldn't say that would add a significant difficulty. It would just add an extra couple, maybe add like 1 hour or 2 hours of time just opening every treasure chest and fighting every enemy or something. Something like that. I'm actually not sure. I assume the damage cap is 99.99. But I haven't hit it yet because I haven't trained up a level 99 black belt yet, and I also don't think Temper / Saber do not stack in this version. I don't think, or maybe they do. I'm not 100% sure. But if they do not add up like they do in other versions, you will never get as high damage as you could in some other versions because you can't buff up as much. But once we get to Chaos, we'll test that out. Maybe we'll test it out a little bit before Chaos, but it might be relevant fighting a boss with like 30,000 hit points. I don't know why I bother opening these things. Strength, I really like seeing strengths up, because a lot of our damage is going to come from our strength. The higher we can get that, the more our base attacks will hit. The cap is lower, you think? Maybe. They've definitely made some changes one way or the other. Don't forget the Giant's Gloves. Don't forget the Giant's Gloves. We definitely want Saber one way or the other. Whether it stacks or not, we definitely want to be able to boost our damage. Classically, a max level black belt with fast and temper should be hitting close to 4,000 actually, but yeah, that's how black belts do. I'll use lightning first. There's the Giant's Gloves. What did the Mummy drop? The Mummy dropped something, but anyway, Saber in battle, now that it's not bugged like the NES version, very good. I can't drop things, can I? Oh, that's, you know, I didn't even look at this. Look at this! I never checked this out the first time. You can see who can equip stuff. That's actually really nice. If you're a new player playing along and you made it all the way to the end of this random Solo Thief challenge run, check your items out. You can see ahead of time who can equip it. That's really good. That's a nice little quality of life. The game is really good for secret quality of life things like that. So I recommend it. That's really good. I mean, I don't really need it myself generally unless I'm being dumb, but yeah, that's good. Cool. That's a little +1 for me. Okay, let's see if we can zap these in one. Not quite. So a few more levels to intelligence, and maybe we'll do enough for the water elementals. But we need, like, what, 300 damage or so? That's not intellect. Alright. Keep moving. So there's really... there's only one more treasure in the entire game that we want. And it's in the it's the last chest in the game, so this is going to be a while. But we're pretty much as strong as we're going to get. Other than levels. So keep killing things, get stronger. And definitely having AoE sweepers makes this a lot quicker. And also super speed auto battle, like, you know. So seeing as Blizzard does not one-shot them. Our evasion, double check here. 42% evasion, not bad, not bad. In theory, plus 30% or so if you cast Ruse, but, I mean, okay, if there is a weird soft cap or hard cap, whatever they've added in, I don't know what it is. Maybe it caps at 50% or something. Yeah, there's a little tweak you can do that makes auto battle go faster. It's not exactly easy. You've got to do a little hex editing to the assembly, or to the gameassembly.dll or some file like that. There's guides on it. It's not impossible. It's not like advanced hacking or anything, but it is a bit of work. Regularly, the game goes 1.5 times speed on auto battle, which is fine. But for a challenge run like this that's going to take hours, I'm like, we'll just speed up the battle a little bit, save some time, you know. I think, and I could have made it faster. Like, you can input whatever number you want. I went 3 times. You could go like 5 times, 10 times, whatever, as long as your computer can handle it anyway. It's not super hard, but if you're not familiar doing some hex editing, I wouldn't try. It's nothing a couple tutorials on Google won't show you how to do, but, you know. Okay. I mean, I'll still quick save, but we haven't... Have we died even once since we turned into a ninja? I don't actually think we've died since we became a ninja, right? Like, we're doing really good. So we'll take the Kraken seriously. We'll even put on evasion bonus and stuff. So, first step, get evasive. 7 hits, 156. Okay, it could be worse. I will not use the drinks unless we have to. I'll save them for the final boss. But I will use the normal items like Giant's Glove. There, we're taking less than 150, which is all we could heal. Because we are in a bit of a rush here if he keeps smacking us. Because, you know, we don't have a white mage or anything. Although that makes things a lot easier. 16 hits, 760. Alright, we'll be fine. 1500 damage, wastes his turn. Boom, 1100 damage. I like that. Over 1,000 with a ninja. Alright, cool. Get out of here. Alright, well, it took us a long time to get our second crystal, but we'll get the last 2 pretty quick at this point. I think we'll go beat up on Carrie next, just because she's easy. And then we'll save Tiamat for last, because maybe we'll find ourselves a war mech. Yeah, don't overload that. Alright. Okay, we could have another X potion here for lucky. I need to heal up though, that's kind of tough. No luck. But yeah, definitely heal up. I personally, if there's a pixel remaster that I'm worried about, it's Final Fantasy VI, not 4 or 5. Does Cecil solo run? I don't know about Final Fantasy IV solos. I haven't really ever thought of it, or I haven't ever seriously thought about what you would need to do in FF4. I guess it's probably possible, but I don't know. 6, I'm worried about the graphic style. I think if they stick to the current sprite work and character artwork, it's going to be too bright and cheery for my taste. Most of the early games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, especially 5, are totally fitting with this kind of happy, colorful vibe, very vibrant. 6, not so much. The game in the Super Nintendo version definitely had a darker, grittier kind of color scheme. So I'm hoping that they don't downgrade the graphics from Super Nintendo to this. I mean, the music's fine, but if they mess up the graphics, I'm going to be not happy. I already think some of the graphics in the game are a little bit on the weak end for... I think, like, even in Final Fantasy 1 right here, some of the character sprites are a little bit too bland looking. They kind of have weak color picks. You know, animations and stuff are fine, but I wonder what... So it's not fire. I mean, yeah, of course, we're in a volcano. Ice? I wonder if they have any weaknesses. Graves. I mean, there's only one more to try, but... I have a lot of built-up nostalgia for 6. That's a lot of Hyenodons. Dang. Okay, our magic's not very strong, but it's probably faster than killing 1 per turn. But I mean, I'm hopeful that Final Fantasy's, all of them, I hope all of them are good, like, don't get me wrong. But I think it'll be hardest to please me with number 6. Because I think 6 on the Super Nintendo had the best graphics, because they upgraded the character sprites got larger, right? Like, if you remember how it went from 4, 5 to 6 on the SNES, they upgraded the size and dimension of all of the characters. And the current pixel remasters are back to, like, Final Fantasy IV style, which is fine, but it's an upgrade from the NES, but it would be, in my opinion, it could be a downgrade from Final Fantasy VI. And we already know they pick bad fonts, so gotta watch out for that. But you can replace the font if you want. It's pretty easy to fix the font. So if you're wondering about editing the auto battle speed, that takes some work, but changing the fonts is really easy. Like, if you want to change your font, if you can download a file and move it into a folder that you can search for, that's all you got to do. Pretty easy. Oh yeah, no, FF6 is really good, and I just don't. I think I've got the most, probably the most nostalgia for that one, right? Like, it's the biggest one for me. Have faith. We'll see. I haven't seen them do an active time battle system yet either, so we'll be testing it out on Final Fantasy IV to see if they can get the ATB system correct. And if Final Fantasy IV and 5 have a bad battle system, then, well, that will change things, you know. The turn-based system for 1, 2, 3 is simple, but things are a little different on the Super Nintendo versions. Alright, I'll still Giant Glove Haste, but I'm not going to bother Defense. You're enjoying it blind? Ah, yeah, I mean, that's nice. It is a very good game. I almost wish I could go back and play it, like, for the first time blind. Like, if you just erase the memories and try again. Anyway, goodbye. Goodbye, Carrie. Her real name's Carrie, by the way. All the Veld encounters? The only encounters in the Veld are the ones you put in the Veld by killing other enemies. I'm pretty sure it basically expands as you kill stuff. No, 1 haste, 1 saber. The Giant's Glove boosted my strength, base attack. The haste spell just doubled my number of swings. And it only works once. No matter what, haste will not stack. Whether or not temper and saber stack is up for debate. I'm not sure yet. It certainly stacks in the Dawn of Souls version. And if you fix the bugs in the NES version so that the spell works, it stacks in that version as well. But by default, it's bugged. Dinosaur? He had the right idea trying to run away. Alright, I think we deserve a rest. Take out a full cottage. Have a little nap. If I could only play 1 FF. If I was playing it for the first time, every time, yeah, Final Fantasy VI for sure. I would say any of 1, 4, 5, 6 would be a good choice. Maybe even 3, maybe. But 6 would be my easy pick. Alright, let's go. So this should be a pretty easy run to the top. Definitely going to keep killing things. You know, we need those levels. Now, if this was like NES style, obviously we're strong enough to kill Chaos, NES Chaos. But I'm not sure we're strong enough to kill Remix Chaos. What did I do there? Light Axe? Oops, that's not the one I meant to use. It's nice to know that that can one-shot a wizard zombie, but I think I saw the light and got distracted. Not a good level up, sadly, but that's how it goes. Still not reliably killing a blue dragon in one hit. That's a bit on the weak side. This is like the worst encounter. Very low, comparatively low experience, and technically insta-death enemies that suck. But, you know, we're probably safe. There we go. That's lots of XP. And nice and easy. Boom. Final Fantasy 1? Final Fantasy 1 has a lot of replayability because of the party composition, but it's a very simple game. If you amended your statement to include the randomizer that I've done many episodes on, I might pick Final Fantasy 1 with randomizer website changes, because the replayability on that is insane. Oops. Ambushed? We're gonna get nuked? Nice! We got it! Not that bad. He's pretty low intelligence on the Death Knight. Double nuked? Whoa! What are the odds of that? In the base game, these enemies, evil men, they did have the nuke spell, but it was like... They also had like 8 spells. I think nuke was either their 4th or 8th. Like it was... No, it wasn't 8th. It might have been 3rd or 4th, something like that. Anyway, you could play the NES version a lot of times and never ever see that spell, even though they always had it. But we got to see it twice in a row. That's pretty cool. Least favorite? Between 1 and 10, my least favorite is probably 2. And it's mostly because it's a cool idea, but I think the implementation doesn't really work. The leveling up system is neat. I like the concept, but in practice it falls apart. And the enemies are either always way too easy or way too hard. There's really no balance. D&D, Final Fantasy 1 Rando's your favorite game? Awesome. Yeah, no, whenever it comes up, and I will want to do some more Randos again, like... That's one of those things I don't think I'll ever stop playing. The amount of options you can do on Rando is just... Error. Not weak to any element. I guess we just fight him down. Gives me an idea how my defense holds up. Which is okay. Yeah, so now that you can walk diagonally, there's... I would normally say never go through this room other than 2 right, 2 up, or 2 left, 2 up, whatever you prefer. But now that you can move diagonally, I'm like, maybe it's faster to take a straight diagonal path. Kind of skim the walls, you know? I don't know if it's actually better, but... I mean, the leveling system for Final Fantasy II is a very interesting idea. But... you either over-level or under-level, or waste time grinding magic that's mostly garbage. Yeah, it's a neat idea, I just don't think it works. I don't know how they would fix it exactly, but I don't think they have the balance right. And whatever they did in the remaster did not fix it. They changed some things, but it's easier, but not better, really. Alright, Tia. So I think I'm gonna try... Just for the memes, basically. We're gonna try a few times. 0 for 1. Maybe we'll try like 3 times or something. Oh! Tiamat throws out the gas. 2 tries. Taking some heat. Okay, 0 for 3 is not great. The odds were never very high on that working. I think it's in the NES version. It's like a 1 in 6 or 1 in 8 or somewhere around there. It's not 0, but like it's not a 1% chance, but it's still pretty hard to get it. I feel like 1 in 8 might be the right number. Besides, this lets us enjoy the music a little longer as we potentially die. You can see there's a shortage in defense here. Alright, that catches us up. So we've got Saber, we got Haste. Probably gonna heal a bit more. You know, if Bane / Scourge had hit, you guys would all be impressed on how easily we killed Tiamat. Alright, healing. One more, maybe. Alright. This is it's taking much longer than I expected. 700 damage. 450. 300. Wow, that's not a very good hit. Come on there, BC guy. Hit her. Fine. Heal some more. Our damage output, not super impressive. Well, I guess I could have just attacked one more time, but anyway, good. She died so fast, her death sound effect kept going. That's pretty cool. That's a artifact of going triple speed auto battle. Yeah, we've been carrying all 3 dead ninjas the entire game. Now, I know there's something on this floor that everyone wants to see. The chances of us actually running into it are so tiny. Like, in the vanilla game, it's like 3 out of 255 or something. I don't know what they did for this version, but it's not very much better, I don't think. If you play the randomizer, they'll unleash him, and then you'll fight him way more often, but the problem is, it's pretty boring, but we can do a baby grind, maybe. Maybe I'll put a limit, like a level limit before we leave. We're at level 61. Let's say if we hit level 70, we leave. I don't know, that's going to take a while. We'll see if I get tired of it. I don't know if I need level 99 for Chaos. It'd be nice to have some more X potions, though, that's for sure. Besides, we have to go into the Chaos Shrine, get the Mass Immune, and then leave. That's going to take a while. That'll get us some levels. Maybe I'll get to, like, level 65 or something. I don't know. We'll see. I'm changing my story every battle. Hey there, Glorious Gaming. Welcome to glorious solo adventures of Thief Man. Maybe Ninja Man these days, I guess. When air elementals try to run from you, you must be pretty strong. Well, some level at which maybe we'll stop at, like, yeah, we can't go to level 70. We have to start at level nice, and then we'll leave. Honestly, though, because of risk of dying, you probably want a quick save after most fights. Not that any normal enemy will kill us, but, you know, the big chicken might. Not a good level. What I want to see on level ups right now is strength. Agility is fine, but strength and intelligence, actually, oddly enough. Intelligence lets us wipe enemy groups better, which will help against water elementals in the final dungeon, to ice to them all. As you can see, the Invis spell does nothing. He boosted his evasion, and we still hit him 8 out of 8. But yeah, whatever the encounter rate is on the chicken, the robot chicken, it's not very high. Like, we could spend a lot of time here and just never see him. I meant to hit the Naga first, because they've got some annoying spells. But it's fine. Uh-oh. I know what that means. 1 second. We actually need to leave the dungeon. Sorry, guys. No choice. The game's about to crash. Because there's no victory music. Which means the engine's crashed. Which means the game will fall at any second. But now we can make a normal save. This happens. I don't know. This is one of the bugs they need to fix. I don't know when they'll get to it, but hopefully they get to it. Some people have said it's a memory leak. Some people have said other things. I don't know. It's not very nice, whatever it is. So we only made it to level 64 before we had to leave. Maybe we'll go back later. Let's go pick up our cool Mazimune at the very least. The true test. Okay, we can kill 2 red Ankylos. That's good. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the music eventual crash bug. As long as you save and quit quickly, it seems like you can avoid the actual crash. But you don't have a lot of time. I want to buy some high potions. So Crescent Lake is probably the easiest. Alright, max me out. Might as well max out on these, not like it'll matter. I never did check, I guess like, we haven't been hit by slow, but at some point I do want to test out Remedy against slow, because technically Chaos has slow, which would suck, but we have a haste spell, so you can get around it a bit. Do I think the console will hit these? I wouldn't be surprised if like PS4 or something gets them. Depends on how Square Enix feels. It's weird. I don't know. I'm really surprised it went to Steam before console, honestly. I was just tired of the chicken. I mean, you can check the VOD. The victory music stopped playing, and that's not the first time I've had that bug, so... You could stay up there if you wanted and then have it crash and lose all your progress, but well, I guess it would only take you back to the autosave at the stairways. We could have used the stairway autosave to reload, I guess, but yeah. I'd rather not risk the game crashing. So, in the olden days, in the days of yore, back when your daddy played Final Fantasy 1, once you went through this, it was a one-way trip, and the only way back was through magic. Even the lowly warp spell could get you out, which a ninja does not have. There are also no emergency exit items that cast the exit spell. However, in the Dawn of Souls, and now the remaster, you can just leave whenever you want. But you have to walk all the way back, so, you know, fun times. Anyway, in theory, we're going to go pick up a cool sword and maybe leave. We'll see how I feel. Maybe we'll just kill Chaos. Chances are we'll fight Chaos, go, wow, he's way too strong, and then spend some time grinding. But I'm pretty sure we can get there now. It's not that hard. And we'll get a whole bunch of XP on the way. Whole bunches. Also, you can enjoy the music for a while. I mean, the encounter rate could slow down and you could hear it more, but that'll never happen. Ooh, Intelligence 20, another potential, what was I calling those? Breakpoint? Yeah. A potential breakpoint where your magic does more damage every 5 points. But yeah, I would have stayed up on the top of Tiamat's floor looking for the chicken for a little longer, but we can still go back, you know, if we do need to grind to 99 in theory, you know, there's nothing stopping us from doing it on Tiamat's floor. Other than all these amazing experienced enemies back here in 2,000 years ago. So this guy has an interesting potential drop. He's got a lot of physical defense. Not my favorite battle. No experience, no gold. But I believe that guy can drop elixirs, so might be worth it. But there's an elixir there. There's a not elixir. So we've got 2 full heals right now. Oh, time to test out another thing. Can we wipe these? Ooh, 400 damage. Did you see that? 400 damage on Ice 2, Blizzara. Now they're weak to it, but that's more than a vanilla nuke. So intelligence does scale a lot higher in this version. And if you have a black mage with really good intelligence and you're fighting enemies that you can take advantage of the elemental weaknesses, boy, yeah, you'll see some huge damage. And it is like the elemental weakness that makes a big difference. So, anyway, that's cool. Like, oh boy, look at these guys, all weak to fire. Magical staff? That's normal speed. Look how slow it is. If we get to level nice and then kill Chaos, I'm gonna laugh. But Blue, you need to be level 99 to kill Chaos. You'll never do it. It's impossible. I wonder if the viewers that said it was impossible at the beginning are still all here. Hope you stuck around to see me do the impossible. These are the guys that dropped emergency exits back in Dawn of Souls, but not anymore, sadly. Bad level. Are these guys weak to anything? I don't know. Not specifically. Maybe fire. There's a lot of enemies that I just don't normally see very often, like basilisks. So if they are weak to an element, we'll find out. Hey, awesome guy. Awesome, hello. So they're not weak to ice or fire, anyway. You beat on the original hardware? Right on. Did you beat it on the original hardware with a solo thief? I'm just kidding. No one actually does that. Okay, they're not weak to any normal element. Not everything has a weakness. So Ice 2 would do the most damage. Highest base power. If you leveled up enough, it'll still one-shot them, but some work. I mean, honestly, it's still very effective. Oh, man. Hey, look! Another juicy pile of experience just waiting for us. I was like, just wait for us to get stun-touched and killed. 8,000 XP, thank you. Alright, so. Slight change compared to other versions. The bosses now do not have a trap tile anymore. Actually, this is the same as the other Dawn of Souls, right? We did make it to level nice. So we're going to be past nice by the time we get to Chaos. The experience in here is just insanely high. So, no need to grind, just fight things. Alright. We're not going to waste much time here. Classic. 250's okay. Yeah, the enemies in this version have different different encounter formations. So it's different than vanilla spread of enemies. You'll see a lot of things you don't normally see. Alright, we'll try to go just fast saber and then kill. But yeah, we got nuked already, or flared, whatever you want to call it. Ooh, that's not a lot of damage. 350. Okay, that's a little better. 700. Must have had a crit. We definitely need that bigger sword. This is not enough base damage for anything. Kill? You can't kill me. I have a ribbon. I mean, we've been nuked 3 times. The odds of that cannot be so high. Jeez. He has, like, all the level 8 spells, and he uses nuke 3 times. Without promotion, that would have been... Okay, if you didn't promote to Ninja, we've talked about this a little bit. The main difference is you'd have a weaker shield. So, defense-wise, nothing really different. The main problem is your offense sucks. You'd have the same magic effect of using, like, the thief version, the unpromoted version, would still be sweeping enemies just as quickly with Fire 2, Ice 2, Lightning 2. And they'd still get 8 attacks, but they would be, at best, a Coral Sword at this point. Which is a lot weaker. Now, you can still fight a boss. Now, the other thing you're missing is haste. So, you're getting half the attacks against a boss. You're getting, like, 25% less damage or 50% less damage per hit. But you can still use, like, the Giant's Glove for Saber. You can use the Defender's Sword for Blink. In theory, and we haven't tested this out, I've just been holding on to them. But in theory, the Thief could also use, like, the Strength Tonic. And I think this is what would save it. So if you're trying to do non-promoted, you definitely want to get these when you can. And this is probably the only way you can boost your base damage high enough to get past boss defenses. But you're still going to be on a timer, because you can't heal as much as they do. So you're going to be at pretty high level, try to get your HP to 999, and hope that you can kill them after buffing yourself up before you die, because you can't heal up. You don't have a white mage or anything. If that fails, it's still possible, because you can technically grind X potions that heal you 999. It might take you a very long time if that's your backup strat. But I do think it would be possible for a solo thief. I just think it's going to take you potentially a very long time, because you have to get to the Masamune. I should have healed. This was kind of silly. Until you get the Masamune, the thief just can't... You can't kill anything, you know? And fighting these bosses... Oh, man, like... Every one of these bosses... up until Kraken 2, is just going to be just a struggle. I mean, you saw how little damage we did against the Lich there. Man, a Thief would be so much less. No haste. Half as much just from losing haste. And then much weaker weapon. I think there's another X potion on the left side here. Or maybe it's on the right side. Honestly, one side has the second katana. I forget which is which. There's a Protect Cloak, a katana, and I think the Dawn of Souls version added one of those healing items, so we gotta go pick it up. Yeah, if you need, like, 99 X potions... Well, you don't need 99, but if you need a lot of X potions, it's gonna be rude. We're still not 100% sure if temper strength stacking works. Hey, there's another elixir. Good, get that. Some people have said it does, some people have said it doesn't, and someone has said that there is a low cap on statistical bonuses. So, the exact truth, we don't... I mean, I don't know yet. Good level. There is, of course, the option of the very unfortunate, if it is necessary, stat maximizing, where you save before you level up, and then if you don't get strength and intelligence, or whatever you want, you reset until the level up gives you the stats you do want. That would be pretty rough. That would take a lot of time. But, in theory, you could have a level 73 ninja with, what did he start at, like 15 strength or something? You could have a strength up every level up and be nearly 99 strength. If you had, let's say you just got to 80 strength or something, right? That would be an extra 42, so half that, so you have an extra 21 damage per hit. So you could almost increase your attack power by 50% just by refreshing every level until you got a strength up. It would take a long time, and I did do something like that in my NES run just to show it off. But, and only for the first, like, low levels to get past Astos. I think this is just the katana, but we'll go pick it up. We need the XP. I think in Dawn of Souls, like, it all stacked. You could Giant's Glove, Temper, Strength Tonic, just, like, almost infinitely. It just, I mean, there might have been a cap eventually, but boy, you could get to the 999 level. I think it even went past 999. Like, yeah, it just kind of kept going, which was fun. Really nice. I'm pretty sure the Dawn of Souls on the GBA, at least, did not have a 999 limit. Because I'm pretty sure in FF2, I remember the Bloodsword doing, like, so many digits it wouldn't even show it, right? Like, just kind of glitched out almost. But the Thief, I guess, would have the same ease of just killing all these enemies with the black shirt. So getting to level 99 on a Thief would not be very hard. It's just the bosses, really. It's the single target DPS that's going to struggle. Boy, 11,000 XP from 4 red dragons. Woo! Not bad. Boy, your black mage would just be laughing through here. If you did a solo black mage, ooh, that'd be fun. The amount of damage, even early game, boy, on those level 2 spells, whew. They would just be killing everything. We are level 75 now, even just not really grinding, just killing as you go. Alright. Let's see how we do. So, Merilith number 2 shouldn't be very difficult. I should have probably started with the defense sword, honestly. She does get, like, 6 attacks, so get your evade up. And next up is buff our attack a little bit. Maybe we'll test out double sabering here. Like, as long as she's not killing me, I want to see, like, how much damage can we do? 571. Let's do one more attack to see what we're looking at. 262. So, one at 260, one at 560. Take that as you will. It's not enough data, but cast Saber again, see if it gets better. This will be very important for fighting Chaos. That does seem to be a little higher, right? 900? So that's good. 1200, I mean, it continues to get better whether we buff or not. Let's buff one more time. I mean, I feel like that's a pretty clear science experiment. Every increasing of our base damage gave us an extra, like, 300 damage to the boss, so, seems effective. Only need 4 full heals and some luck. What am I up to? 1 X potion and 2 elixirs? Well, I have 3. Isn't there an X potion somewhere? Did I miss it? The one I have was a drop from a tiger. I feel like there's a chest somewhere that has it. Maybe I just skipped it. Let's take the other route. I never go the right side. We'll go right side, just for fun. Get to see some other encounters, too. 10 times on the Kraken, just waiting for him to punch me to death. No one ever goes right side on seafloor, so... Hey, a worm killer from the shark. Nice. I thought I killed you guys last time. Getting pretty close to max hit points. Let's find out if we're smart enough. Oh yeah, one shot in water now, that's good. The big water battles are pretty scary, they hit pretty hard. They're usually scary because you can't run from them, but, you know, this version doesn't have that. The Dragon Caves, ah, okay. If we need one more X potion, then I missed that one because I was lazy. I definitely forgot. Well, see, the thing is, your damage numbers don't make any sense until you got the Mass Immune, because we're not fighting Chaos with this. As much as this is pretty strong, it's nothing on the sword we're about to get. And this is the last fight before we get it, so I don't really want to do huge amounts of testing here. Well, I'll do one sort of testing. First off, we're going to try not to die. Now, classically, the ninja has enough agility. You only need to do this twice in the NES version on a ninja, and you have max evade. I don't know how it works anymore. It seems like it doesn't really give you very good evasion, but I'll try. We still got hit twice. That's not great. I'm gonna put this on too, because, you know, I've never tried these. We got hit twice. It did way less. Okay, that's good. Science. The Protect drink does increase your absorb, or defense. Alright, let me just drink a potion here, normal potion. I'm not sure if double blink does anything, but I kind of want him to hit me again to see if double Protect drink did anything. So while he's figuring all that out, let's speed ourselves. I mean, he's just wasting his time now, thanks. And, glove it up. Okay, one hit, 8. Oh, yeah. So the Protect stacking definitely works, in my mind. Maybe better than evade stacking, even. In the NES version, critical hits ignored your physical defense. So basically, it was always better to stack evade than Protect. 3 hits, 54? That's not even that bad. We only did 2 drinks. Interesting. But yeah, if criticals no longer ignore your physical defense, then those Protect drinks, really, really good. If you're... Well, we don't need them too badly, but some classes, like, if you're going solo White Mage, boy, you've got nothing. Anyway, let's see how we do here. Yeah, that's fine. We could probably Giant Glove to an arbitrary amount of damage. That was fine. Kraken, no biggie. I don't know if we're going to need anything else for Chaos. I'm feeling a little bit more confident now. A little bit more confident in how the buff drinks and stuff work. We're also going to get like 5 more level ups on this floor. Minimum. I wonder if we can kill an Iron Golem. They're pretty tough. Oh look, 2 of them. Well, let's see. Luckily we have ribbons. Let's buff our damage a bit here. These guys have too much defense. We should be okay. There we go, no problem. Just a little bit of saber. Nice, 13,000. Hey, more damage, more magic damage. Luck might even give you critical chance. Probably not. Maybe. But, you know, getting half of a level per fight, pretty good. Alright, here we go, big jump. An extra 23 damage per swing. Very nice. All that stuff was in the Dawn of Souls version, so, gotta get with the times. The Dawn of Souls has been out, like, Sheesh, almost 20 years now, I think. Alright, looking good. Let's go Keelos, Angry Dragon. Light Axe is way better. I mean, it's lighter. Okay, we're hitting for 1,000 damage against these guys. I'm feeling pretty strong, I gotta say. I think Ninja... You know, Thief had a bit of a rough time early on, but I feel like this might be the best strat for a solo run. I did say at the beginning of the stream, we're picking the strongest solo class, and maybe we actually did. Like, that was my original intent, so... As much as, you know, Thief, LOL, NES Thief bad, it's pretty good in this version. Now, Chaos is very scary in this version. So I'm not, you know, I'm not convinced yet it's an easy win, but maybe. And we still might need some grinding, but I think we'll try at our current level because we're crushing it normally anyway. And let's see what happens with Tia. Alright, so I am still gonna blink at least once. It's tradition. Whether or not it helps, I don't know at this point. And then haste it. 2 hits, 150. If Tiamat keeps biting me, I might drink up a little bit. 97's not bad. 65's not bad. One more saber. Then we'll see if we can kill a dragon. Yeah, we can out-heal that. Our magic defense has grown so high. Compared to the first Tiamat, the same ability, Thunderbolt, is now doing like a third or quarter of the damage it used to do because our level and our magic defense are so much higher. So, solo grind, not even grind, the solo walk has been very valuable coming up here. Don't forget to ether up. Yeah, no, that was the plan. Don't worry. We'll definitely get one more level. Level 80 sounds pretty good. And then we'll see. But, to be honest, getting to level 99 would probably take like 15 minutes. It's not that bad. Oh, look, level 80. Yeah. And we're over 900 hit points. That's pretty good. I didn't forget anything. Gee whiz. Now I'm going to fight him without ethering just because you guys keep harassing me and trying to backseat game. Let's see. I've got about 1 million strength tonics. I haven't even tried these yet. But I think the saber... the saber spell from the power gloves is probably better than a strength tonic. 1-to-1. Nice Inkilo bot. Poor Doyle Death. Hadn't even been spamming until finally now when I called somebody else out and the bot immediately gets him. Rough. Let's sort it. I mean, we got a couple elixirs, 1 X potion. I would have liked to have 5 or so total full heals. That was kind of my hope, but, you know, we got what we got, and I definitely missed 1 already for sure. Yeah, we'll try. We'll try. If we get slowed, I might even try out the remedy just as a strategy. But, we'll see. Good luck, BC guy. You are our only hope. To stop chaos from repeating time forever. No, I have... You're acting like I've never fought Chaos before. I do understand. I have killed him. I know what he can do. Oh, you guys. This is not my first rodeo. Alright, the classic Blink opener. At least you get awesome music to listen to. Okay, 100 damage Blaze, not bad. We can high potion that. I am definitely going to go protect. He can haste himself, which is going to really hurt. I would like to get, like, 5 layers of Protect. I feel like that's probably enough. That's like 3... Okay, 2 hits, 360. Oof! Yeah, we need more protection. That's too much. We can't heal through that. I can raise my max HP, too. That's good. Don't hit me. One more. Okay, don't be greedy. Cyclone's gonna do, like, 150? Yeah. Okay. High potion. We're gonna get nuked for, like, 200 anytime. 220 on the punch is still more than I can heal. I don't want to use X potion yet. And we're dead. Well, we're dead. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. He was really punchy there. He didn't let me heal up. Unfortunately, you have to go through all this dialogue every time. I feel like the blink just doesn't do anything. Like, the evasion bonus seems like it is anti-evasion. Like, it makes you easier to hit. Maybe we're overflowing the numbers, you know? You get such a high evade that it switches you back to 0 or something. Alright, well, let's do it the other way around. Let's go HP first, because, you know, maybe it's percentile. Ha, ha. Alright, Cyclone. Okay. Boom, 999. That's as high as that'll go. Protect Drink. Agility is not going to help. That's not evasion, I don't think. That's hit rate, so... 2 hits, 376. Yeah, the blink didn't seem to make any difference at all. Even the defense doesn't seem to make much difference. Oh, man, he's just... Okay, that's not a good start. That's a really bad start. Well, we might just be dead already, but... Let's see. Okay, that's good. I don't know if there's any way... Because this is our beginning time, I want to test out some of our defensive options. You guys, I'm going to ban everybody that says I need to grind to 99. If you don't believe in the Ankylo, you're not invited to watch. Alright. Thundaga is a waste of a turn. Perfect. So I've done double defense swords. It seemed like the Protect Drink was working against other bosses. Maybe it just needs more stacks, you know? I don't know. Maybe he just has a really high critical hit rate or something. Grind all the way to level 1, yeah. Man, he is just pummeling us with those physicals. We're gonna try to spend a few turns high potioning to not use an X potion, but... It depends on what he does, really. Ah, there you go, big hit. 200, not bad. His worst attack is his physical, really. Wow, he got the 2 in a row. Okay.